Oakland, California. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The folks around the stadium clad in silver and black going to make every last game played in Oakland count. They're ready to go as their Raiders get set to match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Ready. 5-9. 51. Mike 51. Watch the screen. Pass.
Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Brees. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And now it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Ready.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Here we go.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
On play action, now Brees. And a sideline pass, that's caught by Thomas. That goes for a gain of 31. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offense.
And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. A handoff. It's Murray. He's to the 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. 25 yards to the house, and the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. A nice run by him, don't get me wrong, but the blocking up front was a thing of beauty.
I think for an opening drive, how about that for an exclamation point? Just what you said. Good blocking, good vision, and he accelerated to the end zone.
Fielded about a yard deep.
Go.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. He'll buy some time right. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys. I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape.
What, baby?
Pressure, and he will
Okay,
go
hold on.
down.
Give me a second.
Sacked back at the 46. A.J. Klein charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Carr now to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Hey, baby.
Latavius Murray with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Saints add on to their lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go!
Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. Carr now on 1st down. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter from Oakland, the homestanding Raiders with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Carr gives to Richard. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On play action, it's Carr. Under pressure.
You gotta do it, man. You a big boy.
Second back at the 36. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And he's going to go down again. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Going up top. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Take your socks
For an
off,
offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. This is Richard, and I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? 3rd and goal.
What, Noah?
From the gun, it's Carr. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. You can already start to hear this crowd. They're saying, go for it.
Yeah, have we ever been at a game where you've heard the crowd go, field goal, field goal?
No, I have not. That's a good point.
Yeah, they always want to go for it, and I think they've got the right idea right now. The way they've moved the ball in this drive, I wouldn't stop that momentum. Go get it.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They go with Jacobs. And he's not going to get there. They tackle him at the 2. Von Bell up to make the tackle. A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, Sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
Hey, easy. Don't let him breathe, defense.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Ready. Yellow lady. You kill. Watch your slant. Watch your slant. Watch your slant. Hey, easy.
In his own end zone, it's Breeze. And Breeze is going to go down in the end zone, a safety. Well, obviously, that has declined, and the result is a safety.
And what a momentum play that is, right? You never want to see a safety wiped out. You get the points, and you're going to get the ball back.
Harris now to return.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You've got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Gonna look deep for Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Flush to his right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to 3rd down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
Check 50. Check 93.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's brought down after a very nice game. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
29.
Shotgun now for Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. A.J. Klein able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Carr. They'll find his running back here, Richard. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve, and that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
Hey, tight. 25, check 25. 694.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but there must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
Returnable for Sherrills. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Breeze now to throw. His throw incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, but now it's 3rd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a 1st here on 3rd down.
53.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And that is incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Breeze to throw for it on 4th. And Ginn's got it. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down.
I know retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues. Breeze going to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Cameron Meredith, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
That was 2nd down run for Murray. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
This Raider defense not giving in. They'll try to hold once more on 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Breeze. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Watch the road, Gumbo. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Monday down. Double up. He's coming, double up. White Monday down.
To throw his Carr. Flushed out right. Now he'll let this one go deep right sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. That was close to a big play, and just a little bit too far that he was led. He caught it but couldn't stay in bounds, Charles.
Yeah, I'm not very good at these sort of things, but I have to believe the farther you are downfield, the less your margin for error in throwing the ball, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, so they gave it a good effort there. Really tried, just couldn't complete it.
And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. To throw, it's Carr. He gets it to Brown. Good play. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Catch made right side by Wilson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackle. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Now Carr, and the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Down. 180. 29. Too low. Cut. 52's the mark, boy. 52. Now watch one. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52. 808. Double dog. That's the way.
Operating from the gun. Carr. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the gun, Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And Cook has it, left side. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
The Saints on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They can use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9.
And he will find a man here as Thomas comes open. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 18 yards and a first down. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now. Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
5-9. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. 5-1.
Now on 2nd and 13. Breeze. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. That's caught inside the 20. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 54 yards. That pass was heavily defended on third down, but you know what? He's one of the best in the league at body control, and he showed you why there.
So what that tells you is that the guy throwing the football understands his guys, doesn't he? Give them a chance, put it up there, and realize that even in a battle, they're more than likely to come down with the football.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Breeze going to throw here. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Lutz with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Cameron Jordan picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking
in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. A.J. Klein. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
Watch the boot. Watch the boot. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Yo, Chief. You better be afraid of me. Tight dog. Tight dog.
Operating from the gun. Carr. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Incomplete. It's 4th down.
Here now, Johnny Townsend as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Breeze is looking to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together.